The processional for the College of Business Administration begins. Candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accountancy, and Master of Science in Business Administration degrees. Faculty and candidates of e-business. Faculty and candidates of Technology and Operations Management. Faculty and candidates of accounting. passing those. Faculty and candidates of international business. Faculty and candidates of finance, real estate, and law. Faculty and candidates of marketing management. faculty and candidates of Management and Human Resources. Faculty and candidates of Computer Information Systems. Ladies and gentlemen, Dean Lapidus, President Ortiz, and party. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise as Jared Foray performs the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Or for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I would like to thank Jared for his performance. Please be seated.
Good morning. What a great looking crowd. Must be College of Business graduates. Good morning. My name is Rich Lapidus, and it's my privilege to serve as Dean of the College of Business Administration. I'd like to welcome you to our commencement exercises. Let's hear it one more time for the class of 2013. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the college, I offer congratulations to our graduates and a special welcome to their families and friends who join us here today. It now gives me great pleasure to recognize distinguished members of the platform party. I ask each of them to stand as I read their names, but please hold your applause until they've all been introduced. Dr. Ed Barnes, Vice President for Administrative Affairs. Mr. Scott Warrington, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Doug Freer, Vice President for Student Affairs. And Mr. John McGuthrie, Chief Information Officer for Instructional and Information Technology. Thank you for being here today. Other members of the platform party will be introduced as they speak. I'd also like to take a moment to introduce Betty Ortiz, our First Lady and wife of President J. Michael Ortiz. Thank you for joining us today. I would now like to call on Dr. J. Michael Ortiz, President of Cal Poly Pomona, for his welcome and introductory remarks. President Ortiz.
Thank you, Dean Lapidus. Some moments become imprinted in our minds, like the first day on the new job or hearing your child cry for the first time. Today is one of those days. Take time and look around. Forget Facebook and Instagram for a moment and simply create a photograph in your mind. I see graduates sitting among lifelong friends and classmates. I see loved ones who look even more excited than the graduates. I see proud family. I see faculty who consider their life's work to help students succeed in the classroom and in life. I know these images will be etched in your hearts and minds through your lifetime. This is my 10th year at Cal Poly Pomona, and I have been to a lot of commencements. I'm attending 8 this weekend alone, so nobody understands the secret behind making this experience better for you and for your family than me. The secret is to be bold, be profound, and be seated. But before I let you do that, or before I do that, before the graduates walk the stage, there are a few things that I need to say. Earning a college degree is transformative. It will change your life. As you move onward and upward, remember you are always part of the Bronco family. Stay connected. Stay informed. You can do that by watching my Monday message. And stay involved. Join the Alumni Association. And if you do that, you'll get a free DVD of today's ceremony. You did not reach this point by accident. You have dedicated precious time and energy to reach this pinnacle. And many people have climbed alongside you, helped you along the way. While you get to pick the restaurant for today's lunch, take a moment to remember that special professor who guided you through a rough patch, or the sacrifices your loved ones made so you could walk on this stage today. You didn't do this alone. So graduates, please join me by standing and giving these people a well-deserved round of applause. Class of 2013, as you move on to graduate school or the workforce, head out with confidence. Cal Poly Pomona graduates have an edge. Your classroom experiences actually involve solving real-world problems. You have studied under experienced faculty, and you have been immersed in one of the most diverse campuses in the nation. You don't just understand diversity, you've lived it. We train our students to be critical thinkers, so I don't expect you to take my word for it. Look up the college salary report on payscale.com. You will see that our alumni are among the best paid public university graduates in the nation. That's right, in the nation. At mid-career, Broncos earn an average of $93,000 a year. That is in the top 20 public universities in the nation, and it's better than UCLA, UC Davis, and UC Irvine. But you didn't pay UC tuition, did you? Or the inconceivable cost of a private college. I want you to remember that California taxpayers and university donors supported your education. We are in the midst of a $150 million campaign for Cal Poly Pomona. Donors have already given more than $119 million in gifts, pledges, and bequests to keep your university at the cutting edge. You can already see the impact in new scholarships, a new business complex, which I know you all appreciate, and upgraded labs and so much more. These people have made an investment in you. They believe in your potential to succeed in the workforce and contribute to the greater good. There will come a time in your life when you can look back on your career and your good fortune, and you please remember those who invested in you and consider paying it forward so our great state and its people will continue to thrive. Today is your day. You've climbed the mountain, and as you gaze into the horizon, the options are limitless, and they are yours for the taking. Don't hesitate. Seize it, because you have never been more ready. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Ortiz. As I was thinking about what to say at today's commencement ceremony, I found myself reflecting upon this last year's interactions and experiences with students. And I once again reaffirmed how privileged and proud I am to have the opportunity to serve the Cal Poly Pomona community. We have so many incredible students in this college who every day enrich the campus life of our institution. As Dean of the college, students often stop and thank me for supporting something they're working on, or to share a story about how a faculty or staff member helped them in some way. They tell me that they appreciate me sharing my time with them because it makes them feel important and provides confirmation that they can somehow make a difference. However, I find that students so often tend to view the benefits of our interaction as one-directional. But I'm here to tell you that they have it wrong, because these student interactions show me that I can make a difference, and that every day I can learn valuable lessons from them about academic issues and about life itself. I would like to share with you this morning 3 student stories that celebrate the unyielding spirit of purpose that is our College of Business student body. In a sports program that has witnessed so much success, no one in the new millennium has been the face of Bronco athletics longer than Tiffany Dinn. A sweet, polite young lady with a fierce competitive drive. Many here today know about Tiffany's accomplishments. She's a 2-time All-American who led the cross-country team to its first national championship appearance in 25 years. Her stellar performance in the classroom also earned this management and human resources student several all-academic honors. And today she is graduating with cum laude honors. Name any type of award designated for female athletes on this campus, and chances are Tiffany has received it. That's the story you've read. Now let me tell you the story behind the story. The truth is, Tiffany started out as a below-average runner in high school. She got by on her raw talent rather than hard work and never took the sport seriously. She assumed that she would hang up her running shoes after the close of her senior year. Then Cal Poly Pomona recruiters started calling her. They saw potential in her and offered Tiffany a scholarship supported by accounting alumnus Larry Taff. Tiffany couldn't refuse the opportunity to go to school debt-free, so she accepted the offer and became a college athlete. Tiffany's first year on the cross-country team was an adjustment. Although she earned a Freshman of the Year award, she didn't perform as many had expected. Unprepared for the weekly mileage of a college athlete, Tiffany quickly injured herself. At the close of the season, Tiffany's coach approached her. He was disappointed in her performance, and he told her so. He had expected much more from her. Does this speech sound familiar to anyone? Maybe a coach said something like this to you, or a parent, or a Cal Poly Pomona professor. At some point in our lives, we have all been given this speech. It's how we act on those words that force us to realize what we're made of. For Tiffany, that meant rising to the challenge. The summer between her freshman and sophomore year was a transformational one. She trained harder than she'd ever before, wanting to please her coach and prove to herself that she could live up to the expectations. She began logging more than 50 miles a week, which included 2-hour runs on the weekends that were longer distances than half marathons. She also committed herself to 6 a.m. practices during the week, as well as a series of weight training sessions. She quickly saw her work pay off at the start of her sophomore year. That's when she became Tiffany we read about today, a fast runner and a supportive teammate who shatters records and who will leave today as the top female distance runner in the history of Cal Poly Pomona. Her coach, Tony Reyes, says you can have natural ability, but you're not going to produce big-time results without hard work. Tiffany understood that and exceeded every goal we set for her. Her commitment has come as a sacrifice. She's never taken a day off from training and now logs as many as 85 miles per week. When she decided to enroll in an internship this past quarter, she did not let the added workload affect her training. On the days she wasn't interning, she was training twice a day, running up to 16 miles. Despite her training schedule, Tiffany still finds time to help and mentor younger athletes. During the summer, she often visits her old high school, teaching runners how to avoid injuries and helping them to wade through Division I and II eligibility processes. With her younger sister now on the cross-country team, Tiffany hopes to encourage Santa Fe High School this summer. Now, as she prepares to start her career in human resources, I imagine any employer would be lucky to have such a disciplined person as Tiffany on staff. Tiffany, if you would stand and be recognized. Tiffany, you remind us that behind every great success story is a lot of hard work, sacrifice, and dedication. More importantly, you show us that anything is possible as long as you believe in yourself. Thank you and congratulations. It has been said that no one should confuse the pursuit of excellence with perfection. We can all strive to attain excellence, but perfection is God's business. This story is about Jude Victorio and his unwavering determination to achieve excellence, his effort to share with others who he really is on the inside, and his message that being different is beautiful. Jude has cerebral palsy, a chronic illness that manifests itself with stiff muscles that affect his gait, as well as cause spasm and slurred speech. Early on, Jude and his family learned that they would have to educate people about cerebral palsy and destroy the myths and misconceptions every step of the way. The biggest battles in Jude's life happened in elementary school. Administrators placed Jude in a special ed class despite protests from Jude and his family. Even a doctor's note that said Jude's obstacles were physical, not cognitive, didn't change administrators' minds. It was a lot for the Victorio family to deal with at the time, especially his mother. She was young and a recent immigrant from the Philippines who was still figuring out how to navigate a new country. But as every mother in attendance here knows, the love of a child can embolden a person. Jude said he wanted to be treated like everyone else, so together they fought for equality. Jude was ultimately transferred to a mainstream classroom, but before they could enjoy their success, another obstacle presented itself. Jude's young classmates bullied him for looking different. The bullying was cruel and constant, and at one point Jude wanted to stop attending school. His mother became a regular in the principal's office and demanded the school address the bullying issue. Again, they won. Jude continued with public school, and by the time high school graduation neared, he didn't want to stop learning. He enrolled at Mount Sac, and then in 2005, Jude walked onto the Cal Poly Pomona campus as a student. He started out in computer engineering, and although he enjoyed the work, he found that the major required a great amount of finger dexterity. Engineering's loss turned into our gain in the College of Business, as he found his place in the Management and Human Resources Department. In his time at Cal Poly, Jude has attracted his own set of supporters, cheerleaders, if you will. In addition to his classmates, he regularly visits his department chair, his staff advisors who encourage him to continue studying. His counselor at the Disability Resource Center loves it when Jude stops by her office and gives her a big thumbs up. He can often be seen on campus wearing headphones and listening to motivational speeches on his smartphone. Those speeches have taught him not to be consumed by the bigger picture. Inch by inch, day by day is his favorite motto, as well as don't go to rest until you succeed, keep going, and don't quit. And now here we are at the end of an 8-year journey in higher education and a lifetime spent resisting temptation to succumb to the lowered expectations of others. Once Jude walks off the stage and leaves the campus, he will walk into a job. He will play an instrumental role in managing his family's business. Jude, if you would please stand and be recognized. Jude, you are a true inspiration, and we're fortunate to have you in the Cal Poly Pomona family. Thank you and congratulations. Let's go! We're going. Growing up in Rancho Cucamonga, Domingo Carvajal would often catch a glimpse of the CLA building from the freeway. The tall triangular building with a sharp point directed at the heavens was a source of wonder for Domingo. He had never seen anything like it. One day he asked his dad about the building. His father replied in Spanish, "That's where the smart kids are." Those words stuck with Domingo. He remembers thinking, that's where I want to be. At the time, that was a bold thought to have. No one in Domingo's family had attended a 4-year university, and despite the fact that Domingo's father worked 2 jobs, the family earned a modest income, and his friends were more likely to dodge bullets than go to college tours. And as so many first-generation college students can attest, Domingo didn't have a roadmap to go by. When you're first in your family to consider higher education, applying for admission and financial aid can be an overwhelming process. Eventually, Domingo gained confidence in his academic skills, changed his group of friends, and received support from teachers who encouraged him to dream big. Soon he would call the CLA building and many other places at Cal Poly Pomona home. Since becoming a Bronco, Domingo has left an indelible mark on this campus. He has been instrumental in reviving the student chapter of the American Marketing Association, which has received honorable mentions in national business competitions. He also interned at Deutsch LA, a prominent advertising agency known for its cutting-edge Super Bowl ads. Among a sea of private school and UC students at Deutsch, Domingo was the only paid intern. Closer to his heart is his community service. During his 5 years at Cal Poly Pomona, Domingo estimates that he's contributed 200 volunteer hours a year, which is more than 5 times greater than his fraternity's average of 40. Last summer, Domingo served as a counselor for the Painted Turtle, a summer camp for children with chronic or life-threatening illnesses. Domingo worked with a group of 13-year-old boys living with dwarfism. Except for the 1 week that they are at camp, the boys at the Painted Turtle often feel socially isolated and are common targets of jokes and insults on the playground. One day, a boy named Evan approached Domingo and said, "If I had a friend, I'd want him to be like you." Domingo told Evan not to worry, they were already friends. The boy's smile is still ingrained in Domingo's memory. At the Boys and Girls Club of Pomona Valley, Domingo became especially close to a boy named Jorge. Jorge struggled to speak English and felt ostracized because his family couldn't afford items that are considered a necessity in today's world, a phone or a brand name pair of shoes. Domingo devoted many hours to working on Jorge's English assignments and worked tirelessly to build Jorge's self-worth. Domingo hopes that Jorge will one day walk onto a college campus, begin life as a college student, just as he did 5 years ago. To quote Domingo, "Ever since I started volunteering, I've fallen in love with it. Some of the happiest, most magical times in my life have been helping other people." Now, as we celebrate commencement, Domingo will walk off the stage and into an office where he will work as a sales manager for a major global logistics company. So, Mr. and Mrs. Carville, as you continue to pass the CLA building on the freeway, I hope that you will know that your son is one of the smart kids. Domingo, if you would stand up. Domingo, you have used your education to better your standing in life as well as the lives of others. This is truly the goal of higher education, and I thank you for being such a great ambassador for Cal Poly Pomona. Thank you. Congratulations. I chose these student stories today because I think they exhibit some of the finest human traits that one can possess. I hope that you will remember and think about the traits of determination, resilience, courage, and compassion, as I know that you will need them at various points in your life. Each of you has a dream. Hold on to that dream no matter what critics might say. Don't confuse what is with what can be, as we live in a world with limitless possibilities that often reveals that today's dreamers are the realists of tomorrow. John Lennon wrote that life is what happens when you're making plans. Sometimes life is not easy, and the unexpected will turn your world upside down. There will be points in your life when you encounter disappointment, failure, loss. There will be times when you are confronted with difficult choices and the path less traveled is the direction that's calling you. Be resilient and demonstrate courage, because these are the moments that might very well define your character and have a catalytic effect on others that surround you. I encourage you to practice compassion, help understand and show kindness to others. Elie Wiesel, the Nobel laureate, once said, "The opposite of love isn't hate, the opposite of love is indifference." Make sure that you make a difference in the lives of others and take care of those that surround you, because they often look to you to look out for them. There is no greater satisfaction than knowing that you helped someone else. There's an old proverb that says there is a choice you have to make in everything you do. However, you must always keep in mind that the choices you make ultimately make you. I know that each of you will make good choices. Congratulations and good luck, class of 2013. It now gives me great pleasure to honor students who have shown remarkable commitment to their studies at Cal Poly Pomona and received high marks for their efforts. This year we have 127 students who have GPAs of 3.5 or higher and are graduating with cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude honors. Please join me in recognizing their hard work. Out of so many exceptional students, two immediately stand out for their academic excellence. Yes, this year we have two valedictorians. Phil Lee, an international business and marketing management student, and Anna Rodriguez of the accounting department, who both have overall GPAs of 3.98. First, let me tell you about Phil's remarkable story. Phil is a native of Vietnam and immigrated to this country later in life and with a limited knowledge of English. Despite these hurdles, Phil has worked hard as a student and has achieved phenomenal results. He has been named to the President and Dean's list several times, has been awarded 7 Cal Poly Pomona academic scholarships, and received the Cisco Global Recognition Award. Additionally, Phil is a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the Golden Key International Honor Society, and St. Callista's Church Choir. Phil is active in the Vietnamese community and hopes to return to his native country to teach information technology and business management to college students, as well as democracy and human rights. He currently works at Time Warner Cable. Congratulations, Phil. Now I have the honor of introducing Anna. After working as a medical assistant for 5 years and becoming a stay-at-home mom for a few more, Anna attended Chaffey College and graduated with highest honors. She then transferred to Cal Poly Pomona, where she earned a perfect 4.0 GPA. While attending Cal Poly Pomona, Anna was actively involved in Beta Alpha Psi and Beta Gamma Sigma, an International Business Honor Society. She participated in the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program, where she helped file tax returns for low-income families and the elderly. In the summer, she will begin working at Vicente, Lloyd, and Stutzman in the area of assurance. She strongly believes that the education she received from Cal Poly Pomona has equipped her with the skills to excel in her career. She is currently pursuing her CPA licensure. Congratulations. Now Anna will present the senior class gift to President Ortiz. Anna?
Thank you, Dean Lapidus. President Ortiz, Dean Lapidus, members of the stage party, distinguished guests, and fellow members of the class of 2013. Every year, the graduating class leaves behind something for the campus community. It's about leaving the university, our university, better than it was when we first got here. This tradition succeeds every year because of another tradition here at Cal Poly Pomona, philanthropy. The senior class gift is entirely funded by donations from graduating seniors. The senior class gift is truly a gift from us to future students. Our gift will be part of the new Bronco Recreation and Intramural Complex, better known as the Brick. The gift from the class of 2013 will be large vinyl graphic murals for the exercise studios. Now, picture yourself on the beach, getting a workout while looking far away towards the ocean. That's one example of the vibes we will create for the future students with our gift. They can walk to class right after exercising on the beach, thanks to you. President Ortiz, I am honored to present this gift from the class of 2013.
Thank you, Anna. I hope that all of you will come back and do a little exercise while viewing the beach at the Brick as well. Thank you very much on behalf of the future students and Cal Poly Pomona, class of 2013.
There is another student the college would like to recognize, and that is the recipient of the Julian A. McPhee Honor Award for Student Excellence. The award is named after the founding president of Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and it is awarded to a student who has an exemplary academic record and who is actively involved on campus and is committed to bettering the community. It is now my pleasure to present the McPhee Award to Mr. Roy Russell, a student from the International Business and Marketing Department. As an avid soccer player, Roy frequented many fields and parks throughout Los Angeles County and noticed a disturbing trend. He saw that people would often smoke at parks, even at playgrounds where young children were present. In response, Roy founded and led the San Gabriel Valley Coalition for Tobacco-Free Youth, an organization that has successfully petitioned cities to pass smoke-free park ordinances. Roy also ran an emergency food and supply distribution service with his father, serving more than 800 families from impoverished communities. Roy has worked at 8 internships in the sports and entertainment industry, including NBC Universal, A&E Television Networks, and Sutton United Football Club of London, where he also played on the team's reserve squad. Currently, Roy is working with Fox Sports in music licensing. His professional goal is to become a general manager for a professional soccer team or an international marketing executive in the sports or entertainment industry. Congratulations, Roy. President Ortiz, if you would join us at the podium to present Roy with the Julian McPhee Award.
I had to cut my hair to fit this cap on and it's still not working. Upon being notified that I've been selected to receive this honor, I was absolutely ecstatic. I called my mom, my girlfriend, posted my achievement on Facebook, and got a ton of likes from people I barely know. It was a very exciting 5 minutes for me. It was the kind of excitement that tops off years of never being quite good enough, of being so close to success, yet failing miserably when it mattered most. Kind of like being a Clippers fan. After those minutes of elation, I managed to settle down a bit. I took a deep breath, picked up the phone, and made a call to the College of Business. It was then that I was informed that I'd have to prepare a speech to present in front of approximately 15,000 people. So let me give you a little background. All my life, I've been deathly afraid of two things: public speaking and spiders. The idea of public speaking horrified me to such an extent that if a professor ever gave one of my classes the option of jumping into a pool filled with venomous water spiders in place of giving a speech, I'd be the first one with my swimming trunks on. But somewhere along the way, I realized something. I realized I couldn't continue to allow this fear to consume me. I started researching presentation techniques such as looking just above the eye line of the spectators, deep breathing exercises, and imagining the entire audience is naked. I won't tell you which one of those strategies I'm using today, but I will say you all look really good out there, especially my girlfriend. In a matter of 2 months, I went from sweating like a madman upon addressing a group of 20 students to conducting persuasive speeches to city councils throughout LA to this. From that moment on, I realized fear is nothing more than a glass barrier waiting to be shattered, because it's fear that sets limitations, that makes us complacent, that justifies excuses, that does not allow us to be extraordinary. Once you shatter that barrier, there's nothing that can stop you. And even though I appear before you today with sweaty palms, perhaps a slight tremor in my discourse, there's no way I'd take a pool of spiders over this. Today, we acquire the piece of paper that tells us we're intelligent enough to become professionals. A few of you already have your professions all figured out, but for those of you who do not, let me break it to you. You're about to embark on the most exciting yet incredibly stressful journeys to date. I'm talking about getting a job. But if there's something I've learned from securing 8 internships throughout my college career, which, by the way, has established me as one of the finest coffee makers and toilet seat sanitizers in all of Los Angeles, this is it. There is always going to be someone smarter than you, someone with more knowledge, with better work experience, with a more prestigious educational background. 3 months ago, I applied for a job at Fox Sports in the music licensing department. I didn't know much about the business, I didn't know anyone in the business, and I definitely didn't know anything about licensing. I knew it was a long shot and that there were going to be hundreds of candidates that were better qualified. Long story short, I got the job. I beat out every single candidate that I went up against. Thank you. And who am I? I'm no better than anyone here. I'm no more deserving than anyone in this crowd. But I embrace the mentality that regardless of other factors, there's not a single person on this planet that will work harder than me, that will be a better all-around asset to the workplace, that will have my passion. It wasn't until I adopted this mentality that things finally started looking clearer for me. Graduates, realize that there is nobody out there that will outwork you. that there's not a single person that will have your passion, your determination, your cojones. If you take on this mentality and use everything you learned here at Cal Poly, there's absolutely nothing that can stop you. I want to dedicate this to my mother, who taught me there's no such thing as impossible. Rather, it is an excuse for those not willing to put in the extra effort. To my father, for teaching me that this diploma, those paychecks, and the professional accomplishments we will surmount does not signify success. It is the number of lives we better and our impact on humanity that will determine true achievement. I also want to dedicate this moment to my second mother and the most loving woman I have ever known, Marie Rupai, who I know is proudly watching from the heavens with a big smile on her face. Graduates, don't be the person that is always complaining about their job, about their boss, about not having enough pay. Be the person whose coworkers have nothing but great things to say about, who manages their responsibilities with passion and care and strives to become an expert at everything he or she does, even if it's just making copies or keeping a schedule. Be the person who leaves this graduation ceremony today and goes on to become something so great that 20 years from now, high school students throughout the world will want to come to this university because on June 15, 2013, one of the most successful and influential individuals graduated from this school. Be that person. And the next time fear comes knocking on your door, don't cower away. You open that door. You look fear directly in the eye and say, "Get the hell off my property." God bless you all, and thank you for this wonderful opportunity.
Great job, Roy. Thank you. Now I'd like to call on Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Martin Denboer, to present the candidates for the master's degrees. Provost Denboer.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accountancy, and Master of Science in Business Administration please rise? There you are. President Ortiz, I present to you the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accountancy, and Master of Science in Business Administration. These candidates have all completed the requirements for each of these degrees as prescribed by the State of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the master's degree, you have heard the recommendation of the faculty at California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degrees of Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accountancy, and Master of Science in Business Administration with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. And now that I've got you all excited, you may be seated.
I'll get you excited again. I would like to introduce Dr. Cheryl Wyrick, Associate Dean, who will award the master's diplomas. Cheryl?
Doctors Bob Hurt, G.R. Waters, Lynn Tan, and Erkan Oskaya will have the honor of hooding and awarding diplomas for the graduate business programs.
Loy Fruel.
Javier Rodriguez.
Sandy Ling.
Simon George Amadon.
Tyler E. Treadway.
Hua Gon Leo Chang.
Jen Kuo Wang.
Amy Chang.
Christopher Demore.
Trang Nguyen Huan Lam.
Clarence K. Ho.
Abtin Yazdani.
Robert Carlos Tellez.
Tabitha Pantis.
Abir Manti Kuri.
Nicholas Edward Innick.
Brian John Roy Zebart.
Jimmy Ho.
Stacy Salazar.
Abinay Pradhan.
John Miller.
Binaz Janab. Afise Hadizadeh. Christina Avazian. Raquel M. Ogaz. Janine J. Matsunaga. Naheen Chaudhry.
We will now begin awarding the undergraduate degrees. Will the Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please rise? Up, 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 up. President Ortiz, I present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Business Administration. These candidates have completed the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the state of California and the trustees of the California State University, and they have been recommended for their degrees by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree. You have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on the mortarboard on the right side. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins the select company. In recognition of your new status, will each recipient of the baccalaureate degree please move the tassel to the left? Congratulations.
Ushers, please escort the candidates from e-business and accounting. Candidates from other departments, please remain seated until directed by the ushers. Guests, please also remain seated until the ceremony is over. Undergraduates, are you ready? We will begin with the candidates from e-business and the accounting department.
Ana Maria Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Phil Lee, summa cum laude, President's Council Scholar. Roy Alexander Roselle.
Ed Theodore Sparks. Melissa Michelle Melbon. Giovanni Michael Velasquez.
May Kunka, cum laude.
Chris Cobb.
Ann Nguyen, cum laude. Yan Sin Yance Yu.
Yi Fei Lee.
Kateri Rose Wen.
Jessica Mitsuko Kawabe.
Annie Yuk Liang Tin, cum laude.
Mimi Hoi Huyn.
Lucius Bright.
Pianran Shen.
Mariana Bright, magna cum laude.
William Lewis Harper.
Jeanette Montoya, cum laude.
Jacob Baylog.
Christian Mora.
Amanda Faber, summa cum laude, Kellogg Honor Scholar.
Rory Marvin Workmeister.
Brianna Marie Young.
Agnes So.
Nicholas Gao, summa cum laude.
Jingming Zhang, cum laude.
Liam Pham Doi Nguyen, summa cum laude.
Wenny Chu.
Juan Carlos Martinez.
Michelle Lynn Adams, cum laude. Nazareth Natalie Torres. Juan Gerardo Canchola Aguilera.
Oscar Ivan Rios.
Stephanie Chung Tang.
Priyank Sukla.
Diana Dara Hartunian.
Mihir Patel.
Hina Malik.
Andrew Plaza.
Ryan Kung.
Jennifer Christine Jurado.
Jolina Guerrero Kawili.
Christopher Michael Coy.
Michael Joseph Doherty.
Matthew J. Behrman.
Victor Medina.
Ernesto A. Arredondo.
James McGinty.
Isti G. Malik.
Rosa Blas.
Ian Christopher Jorgensen.
Francisca L. Vera.
Wan Min Lee.
Patrick Kachaturian.
Alejandra Bravo.
Chris Anthony Carabibergian.
Mike Daniel Martinez.
Vahe Kazarian.
Marcos Armendariz.
Hector Cordova.
Tanay Budidev.
Michelle Martinez.
Irvin Xavier Saldana.
Vidal de Jesus Avalos.
Sina Galambor.
Luis Olvera.
Francis Vanessa Estrada.
Alexander Hernandez, cum laude.
Joseph Samuel Eddy.
Crystal Guadalupe Rodriguez.
Lee Stevens.
Chris de Guzman Mannickmott.
Jack Henry Gamboa Jr.
Charles T. Shin.
Jessica Hope Cantrell.
Joe Chung.
Christina Wada.
Morgan Ruth Arzola.
Tina Chen.
Kevin Despojado Medina.
Yuki Bayren, cum laude.
Armel Abaya.
Christine Tran.
Brad Wu.
Matthew Pollock.
Devon Ho.
Justin Park.
Chaz Tyler, summa cum laude.
Chris Villasenor.
Michael Gelfuso, cum laude.
Tony Dang.
Philip Tun.
Catherine Ann Pasco.
Marion Hale.
Shelly Gonzalez.
Claudia Arbayo.
Nathan Ray Pepino Texan.
Nereda Vasquez Rodriguez.
This concludes the degree conferral for Technology and Operations Management. We will now begin the degree conferral for Finance, Real Estate, and Law. Andrew John Segura.
Kristen Grace Halford, summa cum laude.
Eric Logan Moore, cum laude.
Victoria Rose Lugosi.
Edwin Urbina.
Trevor Allen Gastelum.
Abigail Ann Loving, cum laude, Kellogg Honors Scholar.
Gerardo Nuno.
Cynthia M. Muller.
Irma Aguilar.
James William Reese.
Victor Hugo Madera.
Joshua Jeremy Ty.
Tina Lee.
Stephen Nava.
Mandeep Singh Sidhu.
Sang Du.
Brett Michael Illich.
Nam Nat Fan.
Diana Lynn Haas.
Elizabeth Ann Bergwan, summa cum laude.
Fidelia Limon.
Lana Lefebvre.
Delay. Tina Reset.
Anit Samvlayan.
Heather Elizabeth Clark. Rachel Jackson.
Maro Mary Asipian.
Isabel Mendoza.
Benny Kwong.
Michael Chamas.
Jeffrey William Kiter, cum laude.
George Yakyalung Ing, cum laude.
Vincent Londell Hill.
Daniel L. Cheng.
Travis Allen Cook, magna cum laude, President Council Scholar, Kellogg Honors Scholar.
Tao Win, summa cum laude.
Michael Thomas Kinnison.
Michael James Hoare.
Joshua Charles Stith, cum laude.
Rayanna Marie Seppi.
Sean Ryan Crichton.
Angela Stephanie Linares.
Scott Friedman.
Ryan Blake Twazon.
Luz Maria Vias.
Eric Scott Beckadal.
Gilbert Angon.
Duck Van Lee.
Jeffrey Robert Yakel.
David Jesse Torres, cum laude.
Riley Hirsch.
Paula Citlali Yanez.
Timothy Allen Gleason.
Stuart Thomas Fielding.
Angela Patricia Torres.
Janelle So.
Carly Christie Castillo.
Amy Wynn.
Kristen Joy Ramirez.
Chanel Loren Polk.
Alejandra Elena Escobedo.
Joanna Trin, summa cum laude.
Raymond Cable.
Aaron Christensen, magna cum laude.
Leonard Fong, cum laude.
Gary Chan, cum laude.
Carl Joseph Wallenchuk, magna cum laude.
Amanda Marie Horton.
Yusuf Al-Hassan.
Ashley Renee Oliver.
Samuel Trenton Eric.
Polly Huyen.
Kyler Jeffrey Stellhorn.
Jimmy Fung.
Bradford Taylor Stallwick.
Olivia Tonini.
Jakob Balyan.
Carissa Nicole Lugmai.
Alan J. Song.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Viana.
Brennan Michael Doherty.
Ronald Patrick Jagonia.
Chris Andrew Johnson.
Wilson Wynn.
Michael Taylor Richter.
Dennis Eric Lee.
Gregory Michael Bedell, magna cum laude.
Kun Hee Lee.
Joseph Seeming Chu.
Daniel Jaimez.
Tracy Ching Mao, cum laude.
Jaime Lopez.
Vivu Fong Tran.
Santiago Solis Jr.
Stephen Michael Menendez.
Sylvia Kwan.
Buen Arsenio Hatanaka.
Lin Nyam.
Florenzo Joseph Farron, cum laude.
Paulina Stephanie Herm.
Edwin Ng.
Jasmine Carpenter, cum laude.
Jason Fang.
Simon Weida Cheng.
Guanlin Situ.
Fong Kwok, cum laude.
Wingman Soy, magna cum laude.
Griselda Mesa.
Vivian Wayang Luong.
Norma Ramirez.
Tuan Ngoc Win.
Kevin Chow.
Keith Kai.
Juan Esparza, cum laude.
Kyle Anthony Strawitz.
Ryan Anthony Aguilar.
Fok Win Tran Tran.
Crystal Green. David Christian Curtis.
Charles Benedict Gopez.
Teresa Antoinette DeLuca.
Luis Rodriguez.
Gabriela Peraza.
Greg Oakland.
Michael Ashkar.
Danny Chen.
Jessica Alonso.
Andrew Yang.
Junjin Yu.
Yi Lin.
Jiazi Liu.
Jonathan Quinn Navarro.
Peter Tran.
Paul Raymond Sherman.
Joshua Anthony Rodriguez.
Nicholas Michael Green.
Wing Bun Tam.
Aaron Michael Baca.
Tony Shido.
Patrick Evangelista.
Tui Trin, cum laude.
Taylor Ujihara.
Manuel Olechia. Javier Enrique Martinez.
Naveen Dilip Mahubani.
Jonathan Matthew Jung.
Mavis Ray Duque.
Frederick Charles Baxter II.
Andrea Morgan Satterfield.
Marie Victoria Sanchez, cum laude.
Jennifer Lucy Saldana.
Alex Hahn.
Brenda Judith Casillo.
Arturo Pedrosa.
Esperanza Francis Gallegos Casas.
Oscar David Arenas.
Lizette Gonzalez.
Sabrina Reyes Cortez.
Zishan Iqbal.
Irena Charisse Doyle.
Peter Chen.
Alexis Lopez.
Eric B. Abad.
Priscilla Marie Aguirre.
This concludes the degree conferral for finance, real estate, and law. We will now begin the degree conferral for computer information systems. Vince Chan.
Victor Abraham Aguirre.
Zentao Lee.
Daniel A. Sandoval.
Richard Nguyen.
Sue Kim Long.
Ricardo Chaidez. Jonathan Thomas Nikelly.
Calvin Artsava Chaitakul, cum laude.
Rafi Sarian.
Kevin Tran.
Chris Chen.
Jonathan David Jordan, magna cum laude.
Luis Eduardo Farias.
Jennifer Tatiana Ireta.
Rafael Moises Funes.
Hannah Elizabeth Chetwood.
Alejandro Hector Cagnones.
Karen Plaza.
Hasib Ahmad Kadir.
Jennifer Lazaro Jamora.
Christopher A. Sabatino.
Christopher Hang Nguyen.
Rizwan Azam.
Sasha Baldo.
Andrew Paul Mengla.
Jan Victor.
Adam Daniel Arredondo.
Brittany Lynn Martinet.
Davina Vililak.
Jessica Wang, cum laude.
Antonio Montanez.
B.U. Lee, magna cum laude.
Ernie Bacasmo Cachola.
Amy Nicole Gurola.
Phi Hong.
Alicia Renee Herrera, summa cum laude.
Jamie Flores.
Nan Jiang, summa cum laude.
Jamal Akbar.
Hannah Pham.
David Vin Hyun.
Annabelle Lopez.
Alexander Hang.
Ariana Magana.
Victor Yair Vasquez Montero.
Anahid Kerdilian.
Penny Chan, magna cum laude.
Adriana Rubalcaba.
Paul Sang Kim, cum laude.
Nicole Mendiola Baltazar.
Christopher Daniel Sanchez.
Jiwen Lin.
Mario Alberto Baez.
Wei Ming Hu.
Ravi Shah.
Neon Hank Nguyen, cum laude.
Tom Myong Law.
Belinda Liu.
Vincent M.H. Du, magna cum laude.
Chan Chuch.
Derek Tran.
Jonathan Dulos.
Michael Brian Lotzer.
Jay Pan.
Stephen Chan.
Michael Liu.
Rizwan Saputra.
Erica Yang Tuan.
Daniel Lucinian.
Michelle Yu.
Joey Liu.
Eileen Yizhou Wu.
Kwa K. Tun.
Vicky Danying Wang.
Michael Tu.
Cindy Zheng.
Ming Yao Shu.
Sarah Wang.
Po-Lun Lee.
Yongya Wu.
Justin Kyle Bond.
Silu Zheng.
Robert Ramirez.
Ka-chung Jimmy Luke.
Anthony Ong.
David Edwin Ostrander.
Chao Si Pang.
Sandra Jeanette Cause.
Stephen Anthony Oray.
This concludes the degree conferral for accounting.
William Henry Birchfield Jr.
Milagros Melcher.
Kyle Achilles Winston. Daryl Sun Kim.
Bernard Fernandez Taruk.
Alejandro Ichiro Ruiz.
We will now begin the degree conferral for international business. Carla Allison Aranda.
Daniel Shirai.
Yeltsin Oslu Alcantar.
Taylor David Geary.
Marianela Nancy Moscoso Samplini, cum laude.
Irving Aguayo.
Mike Chung.
Jonathan A. Fagawaga, cum laude.
Jeff Lauder.
Giselle Stephanie Nuila.
Stephen Wynn.
Carlos Reyes.
Christina Marie Carlson.
Marco Medina.
Brittany Lee Rodriguez.
Nick Gila, cum laude.
Karen Dominguez.
Paul M. Caceres.
Willie Wong.
James Choi.
Yamina Mehta.
Hugh Wynn.
Pamela Ann Mansfield.
Joseph Lee.
Joanna Ha.
Joel Season Juligay.
Brian William Cohen.
Daniel Robert McCoy.
Armine Christine Abramidis.
Ronnie Wang. Sam Isa.
Ana Karen Estrada Gutierrez.
David Raymond Duke, magna cum laude.
Christina Marie Bernheim.
Caesar Meza, cum laude.
Vincent Pham.
Miguel Angel Venegas.
Casey Lau.
Catherine Joy Treadwell.
James Bowie.
Kevin Michael Amwero.
Michelle Brandstetter.
Joshua Daniel Latham.
Wendy Nguyen.
Stephen Michael Cruz.
Stacy Jiyoung Paik.
Vincent Sanchez.
Diego Javier Navarrete.
Alexander Huerta.
Leslie Flores.
Gerard Ray Lorenz Torres Gonzalez.
Jesus Topete.
Alexander Vu.
Brandon J. Chow.
Kevin Ray Kiwis.
Lady Yao Chung.
Kevin K. Gwynn.
Mia Guanli Wang.
William Liu.
Frederick Wunfei Kin.
Benjamin Chiang.
Risa Yamaguchi.
Hongdi He.
Tanya Fajardo.
Yuki Win.
Grace Ching Guo, magna cum laude.
Michelle Win.
Yik Tang Liang.
Danny Ork.
Liren Shen.
Andrew Sanapanya.
Danny Tan Dang.
Win Tran.
Jay Ing.
Kwak Bao Lu.
Caitlin Henry Newland.
Abraham Castro Lagarde.
Marcos Manuel Castillo.
Derek Wu.
Luyu Song. Binshin Wang.
Phuc Thin Nguyen.
Dib An Ku. Yin Ding. Vicky So. Susan Su. Alex Su. David Hasbini. Dick Hemper Simeon. Sean Yee.
This concludes the degree conferral for Computer Information Systems. We will now begin the degree conferral for Management and Human Resources. Luis Ivan Olmos.
Joy Han.
Stephanie Soria.
Haoshun Yi. Jing H. Wang.
Deja Hack.
Waiho Lai.
Veronica C. Soto.
Austin Love.
Christina Marie Cerna.
Isabel Uribe.
Tiffany Lau.
Anthony Peter Kafarkia.
Adeline Nuno Ruelas.
Lauren Michael Chalmers.
Nak Can Nguyen Chan.
Rick Liu.
Thomas Chen.
Rachel Elizabeth Maisie, summa cum laude.
Daniel J. Bradshaw.
Narin J. Leininger, cum laude.
Jessica Marie Joanno, cum laude.
Laura Inez Gomez, cum laude.
Mariah Dominique Velez.
Benjamin Robert Sixoy.
Bill Vuong.
Ernesto Leon Salcido.
Reina Ibrahim.
Andy Quo.
Madeline Osepian.
Araceli Navarro.
Roger Andre Black.
Ernest Anthony Bertoloni.
Herminio Bernal Jr.
Thomas Jeffrey Wynn.
Stephen Hugo Garcia.
Wang Win, summa cum laude, President Scholar.
Michael Mikkel Nguyen.
Jonathan Jimenez.
Peter Hung Nguyen.
Elizabeth Jasmine Chow, cum laude.
Kevin Tai.
Russell Francis White.
Sylvia Ortega.
Yesenia Aviles.
Yvonne Nicole Trujillo.
Su Jin Yang.
Arnel Jude Enriquez Vittorio.
Kara Lynn.
Nicole Shirley Marino.
Kathy Ha.
Mario Manuel Enciso.
Gabriela Castillo.
Sonia Mahajun.
Nayeli Pinedo.
Adam Douglas Selleck.
Carlos Hugo Murguia.
Wendy Francesca Luis.
Wendy Chow.
Daniel Rogelio Gonzalez.
Tun Han.
Jennifer Aguilar.
Lucia Yvonne Favela.
Scott Adam Schutte.
Ting Yi.
Ronnie Charles Silver.
Maria Rodriguez.
Stephanie Ann Valhario Anahado.
Aya Richards. Tomoyuki Suzuki.
Annette J. Alcantara.
This concludes the degree conferral for international business. We will now begin the degree conferral for marketing management. Albert Diaz.
Lori Goltz.
Gregory Minasaki.
Nada Razavi, cum laude.
James Tong.
Gabriela Ruby Estrada.
Danielle Ashley Delira.
Yolibeth Sonia Easton Messenger. Lisa Patatanian.
Caesar Padilla.
Jennifer Nicole Partida.
Daniel Liera.
Alexander Noel Nicolau.
Alejandra Crystal Jimenez, cum laude, Kellogg's Honors.
Kyle William New.
Jessica Eileen Romero.
Jonathan Douglas Larson.
Nicole Ashley Tugas, cum laude.
Kyle David Moreno.
J. Tasha Brittany St. Cyr.
Krista Sue Gomez.
Caitlin Nicole Van Dam.
Samuel Andre Matosian.
Hiran Dinah Nadu.
Layla Malik.
Ala Arucheva, Kellogg Honors.
Brian Jeffrey Farr.
Tracy Avila.
Mabel Bravo.
Vanessa A. Williams.
Patricia Iniesta.
Jacqueline Marie Onopa.
Brittany Nicole Dolan.
Amber Dominguez.
Marilyn Delgadillo.
William John O'Brien III.
Samuel Aaron Morales.
Bianca Bernice Garcia, cum laude.
Charlene Michelle Popoff.
Stephanie Lau.
Taryn Randall Lyon.
Amber Marie Soares, summa cum laude.
Tiffany Twee Din, cum laude.
Colin Marchese.
Matthew Joseph Boudreau.
Nikki Alexandria De Leon.
Elise Nicole Lincoln.
Pierre Calvo.
Andy Michael Areco.
George Aristizabal.
Cameron Matthew Dawes, magna cum laude.
Daisy J. Zurita.
Jake Dominic Johnson.
Channing Weil Adler.
Stephen Chen.
Jacqueline Louise Sorensen, cum laude.
Alida Elena Sarr.
Vivian Lamb. Victor Antonio Chavez.
Saleha Dadaboy.
Richard Liu.
Aaron Ann Heitzman.
Lydia Marie Elias.
James Fan.
Anthony Reveles.
Kelly Ann G.
Rochelle Marie Diaz Ata.
Luis Antonio Haro.
Fatima Celis.
Nicholas Scott Mayberry.
Kamea Dixon.
Casey Lynn Ellis, magna cum laude.
Elizabeth Vasquez.
Noelia Acerma Franco.
Alma Loretta Clark.
Monica Saiz.
William Wijaya.
Alice Lang.
Terry Chu.
Christopher Bosanek.
Julian Alexander Padua.
Kevin Marcus Estrada.
Tony Wynn.
Cesar Enrico Moreno.
Daniel Ray Larigo.
Anthony Vo.
Ashley Lauren Cable.
Leslie Fung.
Matthew Thomas Sunderland.
Nathaniel Ho.
Sarah Al Nasrallah.
Ray Escoto.
Yosef Grindulo.
Jasveen Singh.
Bryce Reed Monaco.
Marissa Renee Aguilar.
Shun Ho.
Alexander Adrian Haro.
Zachary Tuggle.
Jinwen Wang.
Widad Shalabi.
Wendy Wei-Chen Chang.
Mateo Rudolfo Fonseca.
Tila Luong.
Alexandra Nicole Ramirez.
Lauren Heather Vest.
Cassandra Nicole Cordero. Kristen Ann Petruzzelli.
Emmeline Antonio Asen.
Christina Elizabeth Adami.
Desmond Uriel Iranen.
Matthew Scott Naramore. Christian Paul Matubeng Ivankula.
Raven Claire Mays.
Marine Khan.
Marcus Cyril May.
Walter Gonzalez.
Jared Joel Tribuco, magna cum laude.
Cameron Yee.
Brittany Erica Johnson.
Junfeng Lee.
Erica Raquel Lindo, magna cum laude.
James Lewis Rose.
Celeste Singson Gutierrez, magna cum laude.
Elissa Brion Mark.
Juana Isabel Carrillo.
Wendy Colbert Brown.
Mailer Lee Mua.
Amber Luke, summa cum laude.
Samantha Lee Pineda.
Robin P. Smith.
Joshua Chi Young Wu.
Jacob Faust.
Benjamin James Coletta.
Lucas Bizzo.
Nathaniel Paul Johnson, cum laude.
Ryan Gerard Mish.
Cassandra Marie Schaefer.
Carly Nicole Mortensen, summa cum laude, Kellogg Honors.
Kujbo Gupta, summa cum laude.
Cecilia Ho-Si Lam.
Vivian Nguyen.
Lok Ting Ho.
Lisa Ung.
Selena Chu, magna cum laude.
Alicia Guevara.
Randall Brian Chan.
Ulina Schuldener.
Mario Andy Yan.
Tara Caton Levy.
Brian Chan.
Stephanie Janelle Evans.
Andrew John McIntosh. Stephen Ray Early.
Kekor Kevork Katezian.
Ariston Taylor Crane.
Philip Davy, cum laude.
Mankit Michael Chan.
Fraz Bukhari.
John William Curry.
Darlene Ibarra Mendoza.
Emma Anvari.
Philip Cisan.
Brittany Marion Frankel. Andrew Edward Johnson.
Richard Anthony Paz.
Diego Serrato.
Justin J. Shu. Edward Friend Tien.
Adam Kimbo Barubrup.
Ariane Elizabeth Guzman.
Tanya Lopetrello.
Maria Teresa Estrada Cortez.
Katrina Carolyn Valdez.
Gloria Delgado Alonso.
Edward Yunshik Park.
Joanna Espinoza.
Stacy Trin.
Alejandra Almanza.
Jenny Wong Lee.
Trisha Narain.
Christopher Hodgman.
Susu Leong. Brianna Morgan Kopi.
Eric Miller.
Maggie Hee Ta.
Domingo Gomez Carvajal.
Victoria Louise Twyman, cum laude.
Enhao Shu.
Sophia Salazar.
Chun Yu Chen, cum laude.
Elita Gudia.
Derek John Romo.
Araceli Contreras. Denise Vera.
Robert Wesley Molina.
Magdaleno Tapia. Maggie Kaile.
Jessica Lee Thomas.
Natalie Acero. Julia Valedes.
Carissa Estela Garcia.
Angela Lee Wilcox. Erica Jean Craig.
Andrew Geza Jarai.
Trevor Jones. K.Y. Yu.
Alexandra N. Ramirez.
Vinny Wenyi Chow. Joshua Dang.
Brianna Ramirez.
Daniel Edward Osigera. Lysandra Josoy Alcantar.
Catherine Elima Fitchner.
Robert Samuel Torres. Boji Lasquette de Diaz.
Carly Johnson.
Jimmy Sitong Bao. Jonathan Millett.
Jasmine Janelle Beaulieu.
Mason James Jesse. Haley Ann Carlson.
Elise Alexandria Carter. Elizabeth Agraz. Andrew Gonzalez.
Desiree Joy Belor.
Jonathan Robinson.
Crystal Marie Osorio.
Amir Jafari.
Jessica Nicole Strang.
Adrian Manuel Villagran.
Miguel Navarez.
Richard Garcia.
Hernan Ponce.
Milan Nugent, summa cum laude.
LaSalle Lee.
Ho Yin Ray Chung.
Keith Michael Asturia. Sor B. Nin.
Ivan Lowe.
Andrew Michael Avila.
Xiao Wu Wang.
Wasim Finferengen.
Qian Wang.
Giovanni Gabriel De Leon. Tung Tan Tran.
Yuan Yan.
Rebecca Marie Cerna. Jacqueline Rios.
Tianchi Li.
Gan Tran.
Stephen A. Garcia.
Maritza Barajas. James Andrew Rice.
Eduardo Salcido.
Samantha Ann McCleary.
Carla Rebecca Casillas, cum laude.
Brittany Marie Crisp. Elaine Duong.
Jessica Michelle Duran.
Harry D. Kane.
Pooja Gajiwala.
Nicole K. Chung. Edward Loy.
Guadalupe Castaneda.
Nam Huynh Quoc Nguyen.
Jacqueline Nicole Ramirez.
Alicia Denise Athens.
Sylvia Salas. Yuan Yuan Wang.
Maria de Jesus Alvarado. Tara Nicole Blank.
Eric Cecil.
Lauren Nicole Beechton. Raul Michael Escobedo. Christopher Meade Quijano.
Nicholas Yuan.
Celesta Padilla Cazares. Colleen Villanueva Ingala. Kristen Brianna Vargas.
Pedro Yanes.
Adam Felix Barrera.
Kevin William Crane.
Michael David Arcaro.
Jordan Matthew Whitman.
Alexander George Moraros. Scott Edward Goodman. Hector de Jesus Ortiz Castaneda.
Michael Joseph Santora.
Mario Passarelli.
Annalise Helen Yietza.
Andrew Pacheco. Edgar Delgado. Walter Randolph Paste.
Robert James Kimball.
Tricia Christina Salinas.
Kelly Ann Martin.
Andrea Jean White. Erica Valerie Hill.
Jonathan Justin Chung.
Courtney Nicole Strieber.
Paul Long Lee.
Eduardo Salazar.
Natalie Marie Lopez.
Charles Edward Addy. Matt Alfonso Littig. Jose G. Chavez.
Joanna Almanza.
Bryce Cameron Goldsmith, summa cum laude. George Alexander Gomez.
Denise Campos. Anthony Mata.
Denise Kekos. Elio Diaz. Brian Marcus Welker. Melissa Susan Erbis White. Christopher Charles Lewis. Sandra Velasco. Brian Michael Sorvillo. Lizette Valentine. Danny DeLeon Maldonado. Zara K. Hadasuria. Satyadi Dharmewan. Mazin Mimi Ong. Gracia Camille P. Diaz.
Congratulations. You beat me to my line. I was going to say, let's have a big round of applause for our graduates. This concludes the College of Business commencement ceremony. Thank you for being here. Again, congratulations to the class of 2013. If the audience members would stay seated while the party recesses out. Again, congratulations to all of you.